Welcome to the Jolt Creativity Pregame Show. Jolt Creativity. Destroy the lie.
Lansing City. I'm here courtside with Beto Espinal of Lansing City. Beto, last game in the quarterfinals, you guys grinded one out to come to a 6-4 victory. Now you get to play in the semifinals. How are you guys feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. The team's feeling pretty good. We train hard every week for these moments like these, and we're ready.
You guys have faced Olay twice this year already. They're a great team. They haven't lost yet in the FCS. They're on a 26-game win streak. What's it going to take to bring them down today?
Hard work, discipline, and consistency.
You know, your coach actually, Coach Matt Alishari, mentioned to me last week that you're one of those players that is just like a pinnacle of consistency. Always, you know, whether it's training or game, high stakes, low stakes, you're always giving it everything. What's the key to having that kind of attitude and bringing it on the court every single time?
Just showing up every day and being confident, give it everything you have, and the passion for the sport as well. I really love futsal and I really love playing, so I just come out and I do what I got to do.
What would it mean to you to be able to make it to the finals next week?
Sorry, repeat that again.
What would it mean to you to make it to the finals next week?
It would mean everything. It would mean a lot. You know, it would mean the world. I train hard every day for big games like this, and making it to the final will be an honor.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, man. I appreciate it. We're going to send you guys to a quick commercial. On the other side, more Jolt Creativity pregame coverage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to
We're NMDP, and we're out here.
Welcome to the Jolt Creativity Pregame Show. Jolt Creativity. Destroy the lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jolt Creativity pregame show. I'm here on the court with Coach Fabian Rodriguez of Olay ahead of your guys' semifinal matchup against Lansing. Coach, it seems like every time you guys face up against Lansing, we get an amazing game, really exciting. What's the secret sauce between how these two teams compete?
Man, it's always intense. It's always back and forth, and for some reason, it always gets, it comes down to the last minutes of the game. But yeah, great players on both teams, young players on both teams. I feel like it's going to be, another exciting one.
Well, you guys are playing for the right to punch your ticket to the finals in a week. Right now, you guys are 26-0-1 since joining the FCS. 26 wins in a row. What's it going to take to keep that going and have a chance to go back-to-back next week?
Honestly, I don't really think about the whole undefeated thing and how many games, have gone without a loss. It's not something that that's in the back of my mind really. I think for us it's just stepping on and continuing to do what we try to train at, at practice, and kind of stick to that and control what we can control. And I think if we do that, we have the best chance of getting the result on our side. So that's kind of the plan, is continue to do what we do.
Well, your team is loaded with talent. We've talked about it last year, this year, 3 lines, that level hardly drops. But if you had to pick out a player or two for fans to watch, who would you say to watch for today?
I'd say I'd throw out our keepers. I think both Frankie and Andres have been coming up big in a lot of games. Every time we play against Lansing, they come up big. So I think those are the 2 guys to keep an eye out for.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Coach. I'll appreciate it. I'll send you back to your team, and we will have more Jolt Creativity pregame coverage coming up right after this.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life. Noah's dream of climbing the ladder. Or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life. Noah's dream of climbing the ladder. Or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jolt Creativity Pregame Show. Ahead of this Futsal Champion Series semifinal, the number 1 Ole Futsal taking on the number 4 Lansing City. Olay has swept the season series 2-0, score of 6-4 away and 10-6 at home. Let's take a closer look at these two teams first. For Olay, one of the players that has been impactful, of course, kind of their whole roster impacts them, but one key player for them is number 6, Aaron Gomez, up at the pivot position. This was him warming up earlier today. We mentioned Olay, a big strength of having 3 lines of solid players. Their play does not drop, and Aaron Gomez is one that sticks out among those. He's a very hard worker. He gives his all both sides of the floor, plays really good defense, and is a solid pivot for them up top. Another player for Ole Futsal is one who we have come to know well in the goalkeeper position. It is Frankie Mendoza. You see his partner right there, Andres Montes, as well. But Frankie Mendoza's been getting the start for Olay. And last year in the finals, he played almost the whole game, if not the whole game. He's been their go-to guy and one of the top keepers in the league. They're looking for a good performance from him. We heard from Coach Fabian Rodriguez about his impact, as well as Andres' impact as well, particularly in games against Lansing, with that potent attack on the other side. So looking for a big game from Frankie Mendoza. We are just about 10-15 minutes away from kickoff here in the Lansing City Arena. More Jolt Creativity pregame coverage coming your way right after this.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life. Noah's dream of climbing the ladder. or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life. Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lansing City Arena, part of the Jolt Creativity pregame show ahead of this FCS semifinal, the second semifinal for the right to face Shoreline City in the finals next Saturday. The fans are lined up out the door, getting their spot in as we near kickoff here in the arena. The number 1 Olay taking on number 4 Lansing City. We talked about some of the key players for Olay. On the Lansing City side, a couple of players come to mind. First, he had a huge impact in the game against Jinga, the quarterfinal where Lansing City won. He made all kinds of saves. He was goalkeeper Ethan Castaneda. Ethan played phenomenal, and they're going to need another game like that out of him. He's one of their young players that has been maturing over the last couple of years. We've seen a big step up from him this year in that game last weekend, the quarterfinal against Jinga. I think he was 20-plus saves in that game, played very, very well in that 2-goal victory, and they're going to need another great performance from him against this spicy Olay side that has very, very capable players and haven't lost a game in FCS play. Another player that really stuck out in the quarterfinal last weekend was number 9, Beto Espinal. Early in or late I should say, in the first half, Jeremy Kleppel went down with an injury. We didn't see him until later in the second half, the last few minutes, and this was a guy who I really saw step up and anchor that Lansing City defense and be a presence that was kind of like a veteran out there, and he's a guy that Coach Matt Alishari has talked about giving his 100% effort all the time, similar to that guy right there, David Saltzman. Doesn't matter what kind of stakes game it is, training, he is going to give it everything, and he's a player that I got my eye on tonight for Lansing City. The semifinal kickoff is just around the corner. We're going to send you the quick ad break. Now, on the other side, we're getting things going here in Lansing.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friend.
Welcome to the Lansing City Arena for tonight's Futsal Champion Series Semifinal. Lansing City versus Olay to earn the right to face Shoreline City next week in the finals. We have a dynamite matchup for you right here in the Lansing City Arena. Teams are just about to be announced, so we're going to send you down to the PA and the other side kickoff. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lansing City Arena for tonight's Futsal Champion Series semifinal between Lansing City and Ole Futsal. To begin the contest tonight, let's start by meeting the starting lineups. First for the home team, Ole Futsal. And goal is number 12, Frankie and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lansing City Arena. The second semifinal of the Futsal Champions Series playoffs. Number 1 Olay Futsal taking on number 4 Lansing City. Olay took both regular season games by a combined 6 goals. Close matchups both ways. Olay coming into this game looking to reach the final for the second straight year and go back-to-back champs, as well as get their 27th straight victory. They have yet to lose in the Futsal Champions Series. They go back-to-back. They'll finish 28-1 after 2 years in the FCS for Lansing City. This is their first time back to the semifinals in a couple of years. They did not make the playoffs last year after a quarterfinal win against Jinga. They made it here to the semifinal. Here in the Lansing City Arena due to venue hosting issues for Olay. This one was originally going to be in their home facility, which was full, but because of that venue availability issue, it is being played here in the Lansing City Arena. Both teams in their huddles getting the final check, the final instructions. Olay have had a week off. They got to buy straight to the semifinals as the number 1 overall seed. He had to play in those quarterfinals last weekend. Jinga, where they won by a score of 6-4. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight. First on the home side, Olay. Mendoza in goal, Johan Vasquez, Fixo. Manny Diaz on the left, Real on the right. Cesar Lyle up top at number 10. For Lansing City, Ethan Castaneda in goal. Not going to the orange, he's huge for them against Jinga. They're getting a big game from him tonight as well. Jack Fisher, David Salter, Dave Weston, Ali Ahmed, he's been playing very well in these last couple of games. And he's been very friendly to the back of the net. And of course, Jack Fisher leads in goals as well. Saw the pregame coverage. Number 9, Beto Espinal, has been an anchor for Lansing City last weekend when Jeremy Klepper went out with an injury for much of the second half against Jinga. Beto Espinal was one of those players that stepped up and was able to help solidify Lansing City's position in taking that quarterfinal, reaching right here to the semis. A trip to the trophy game is on the line here in the Lansing City Arena as Danny Diaz stands over it. We are ready to go. Final checks from the officials ahead of the whistle. Shoreline City already punching their ticket last night in a come-from-behind victory, 5-4 over Detroit Imperial. Who will they face? 40 minutes will decide. And we have kick here in the Lansing City Arena. What could be another classic between these two squads. Mendoza begins with it. He sends a long one. It's going to be right to the hands of Castaneda. City with their first possession in the back here. Espinal across to Saltzman. Man-to-man pressure from Olay. Ahmed trying to shield off Olay. He's able to keep it for a second. J.R. Real's there to steal it. Battle for the ball. 2 Lansing City players and 1 Olay. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Lansing. Olay quickly to the other side is J.R. Real. Very quick on his feet. Has left many defenders in the dust just like that. Toe poke blocked by Ali Ahmed. Battle for the ball goes to Olay. They will reset. Real with a 1v1 against Ahmed this time. Missed stop coming from Ethan Castaneda. He was down for a moment. Maybe a collision into his thigh was perhaps what the issue was there. Corner kick coming up from Olay, 2 right around the ball. Real and Alayo. They scored off of a corner in their last game against Lansing at home. They love their set pieces. See what happens here. They go short. Shot comes in, blocked by Kleppo as he steps on the floor for the first time tonight. Good to see him back on the floor after the injury against Jinga that kept him sidelined for about half of that game. Now Olay in the back. Looking down the line, Diaz running onto it. It's too far for him. Castaneda goes long, and it's out of range for Saltzman. Trade hands to the opposing keeper, Mendoza. Definitely keep an eye on the goalkeepers tonight. Both great keepers in their own right. Mendoza posting stats, league-leading stats at times, and I think even maybe up there currently. It's Castaneda's ball, looking for a Fisher in the corner, is off the mark. Good attendance here in the Lansing City Arena, both sides being scattered with fans starting to fill out. Should be a fun environment here for the second semifinal. Olay fans travel well, especially for games like this. Surprised we don't hear the horn and the cowbell like we usually do yet. Maybe they're saving that in hopes for a game next week. Vasquez back to Real. Now Olayo. Captain for Olay, and his shot is blocked at his foot. We'll see another Olay corner. All the way back to Vasquez they go. Shot from J.R. Real goes well, wide and over. There'll be a restart coming from Castaneda. Lansing City getting the best of Jinga last week, right here on this floor, 6-4, to earn their way to the semifinals. Ahmed goes down just outside the arc. No whistle, and Mendoza gets it going again for Olay. First subs of the match on the floor for Olay. Marcos Real, Cesar Martinez right here with it. He works with Marcos, one of the three Real brothers on the list. The other player on the floor for Olay, Daniel De Leon. Couple bringing it across the half line. Looking for space, left foot blocked by Martinez. Couple puts in the ball, and it's struck first time by Ali, and he sends it over the safety net. All be retreated by a young player who maybe we'll see in the FCS future someday. Mendoza gets things going for Olay. Marcos Real goes back. Looking for a diagonal. It's there, a little bit too far for Cesar Martinez. Pablo Real was also screaming towards it. Before it was cleared away by Castaneda. Space for Marcos Real, just the keeper to beat. Castaneda, a nice slide outside his arc. Olay kick in now. De Leon to the far side, Martinez. Pick from Pablo, goes back to De Leon. Marcos trying to find space. He gets the ball here on the near side, turns and faces. Back to De Leon. Leon getting closer to the arc. Finding Pablo. Pablo goes back. Good possession here from Olay. That ball going into Ahmed, and Ahmed's going to be whistled for the foul there for the first one of the match. Olay go quickly. Layoff, not there. It's to Beto. All bouncing around, changing possession. Chris Bain comes up with it. Here comes a double. Trying to get on the other side. Still fighting for it. And it's Olay who come up with possession. pressure coming from Lansing. Now some space. It'll be Marcos Real with the ball at his foot. Faced up by Ali Ahmed. An ISO here on the near side. Into Martinez, the pivot spot, can't get the pass off. And Espinal takes possession, knocked over, and he'll keep it. Olay taking an early lead on the shots. Here with just about 5 minutes already gone. Ball comes into Jonah Timbro, running onto it. Tried to clear out from De Leon, but it's going to be a last touch by Olay. Timbro would take the corner. To Spain, near the top of the arc. He runs in along with Espinal, comes into the mix. Espinal breaks through for Lansing City. It's 1-0. Beto Espinal somehow squeezes it through by Mendoza. Crispane was there as well. David Zavala was there. And off the corner, was able to deflect off defenders and find the back of the net. You don't see a goal like that against Olay very often. So Lansing take the early lead here. We see a few new players for Olay on the floor. Aaron Gomez, David Zavala, TJ Fatuorti. Last time these two teams met in the Lansing City Arena, Lansing were the first to draw blood in that one as well. Couple commits the foul against Zavala. It'll be the second one. For them. Zavala stands over it, two at the back post, goes to De Leon instead, lays back off for Zavala. Espinal's all over it. He gets it out of bounds, last touch by him. There's TJ Fatuorti. It's a wall pass, shot. He was going high, didn't miss by much. Castaneda was starting to crouch down. It was a good idea from him. Couples ball looking for a diagonal. Not there for Crispane. Quickly up the floor, Olay, a shot. Maybe back post for Gomez. Gomez wants the deflection, won't get it. All the way back in the first game of the season for Olay, the second for Lansing, right here, where Lansing drew blood first. It was a couple of lead changes that day. Most of the time it was a tie game where Lansing was ahead, and Olay came back late and ended up winning by 2, 6-4, right here in the arena. That was Jack Fisher on the try, just right there, sending it over the bar. Zavala forced backwards, and Lansing City will take over. Fluffle now. Finds Fisher. Now Espinal. Out of bounds, last touch by Olay. Off the kick in. Zach Fisher hit it first time, but it was wide. Coach Fabian Rodriguez has coached futsal for many years. Many players in the FCS have passed their journeys through him or by him in some way. As here's a chance for Cesar Olay off the post. He had Castaneda beat. They met just at the top of the arc, and Olay couldn't quite finish to pull even. Well, they're looking for a chip. They're going to get the call. That'll be foul number 3 against Lansing City. Coach Matt Alishari, his second year at the helm of Lansing City. They missed the playoffs last year. They've had heavy investment into young players maturing. Here's a shot from Malayo, a nice lead from Diaz, but the shot was well off the mark. You know, that's been a really big difference for Lansing this year. Their young players, we've seen a huge step of maturity from their young players. Jack Fisher, Drew Barney, Ethan Castaneda, 3 that come to mind right away. And some new additions as well. Beto Espinal, Ali Ahmed, Alessandro Blanco looking like a new man has helped them get to where they are today. They'll know Alessandro tonight. He played a big role in the very first match against Olay here all the way back in November. 13:05, Couple brings it across the halfway line. Looking for space, double comes. Now Saltzman. Trying to go across the end line, it's out. Mendoza thought about going quick, now he'll go the other direction. Would have had the Lansing City defenders beat. It's out of the control of Cesar Olayo. Ball bouncing around after distribution. Ends up with Ali Ahmed. Slide from Johan Vasquez. He got the ball, says the official. He was standing right there, much to the delight of the Olay bench and fans. Defensive effort from Johan Vasquez. They get that out of him time and again. Ball into the corner, makes it there. Bouncing across, now outletting. Will end up going out of play in favor of Lansing City. Now it is back to the starting 4 for Olay. J.R. Real looking for a pick from Diaz, trying to get space to the end line. He'll win a corner for Olay. Ball up near half. Johan Vasquez working with Cesar Olayo. Lansing City will take the opportunity to increase pressure. Pick from Diaz, space for Olayo. He'll leave it for Vasquez. Can he get it right back? Danny Diaz trying to hold on to it. Olayo wanted a call, won't get one, but he will get a corner. So Olay team has been so good for a long time. And here in the FCS have yet to lose. Well, that's something that's not often thought about by Coach Fabian Rodriguez. We heard in the pregame. Just kind of focuses on the game at hand, the task at hand. Of course, they want to win the finals again. But he's not too concerned with what the record looks like. All right, and if you're curious, it's 26-0-1 since, oh wow, this one deflected and nearly got by Mendoza. That would have been a shocker. It'll be a corner kick for Lansing now. Comes to Kleppel. He's got Ahmed, Fisher, and Espinal with him. To Ahmed, into the corner. Espinal, oh, inside. Fisher got a piece of it. Couldn't direct it towards frame. As mentioning just a bit ago, Olay 26-0-1 since joining the FCS last November. I should say November of 2024 as the ball comes in a dangerous area and Ahmed clears it out. What will it take to give them their first loss? It might be the thoughts of many players and fans of this league tonight as the shot from number 8, Marcos Real, goes wide. One of their greatest strengths is how well they capitalize on mistakes of the other team. And it forces the other team, their opponents, to have to play at such an efficient and really just have a lack of mistakes in their play, or else it's going to be punished. We'll see our first yellow of the match on a foul against Olay. The caution going against number 16, Daniel De Leon. I believe the yellow was for the action. See Fabian Rodriguez in the background, unsure what was going on. You can take another look at it and see. Well, the caution was issued to De Leon, number 16, right there on the far side. I think they're getting him for an interaction with Chris Spain. There's the yellow card. I think the contact happened a little bit before the ball, I believe. We might be able to get another angle of that soon. And Lansing City will call a timeout. 11 minutes to go in the first. Great time to let you know about our sponsor for the match today. If you're looking for a partner in the marketing space, check out Ally Marketing, the official marketing partner of the Futsal Champion Series. AllyMarketing.us. You can learn more there. The official marketing partner, Ally Marketing. Let's be friends. Lansing City will talk this one over. They have a free kick opportunity. Every moment like this valuable in a game like this. Not only semifinals, but games against Olay. It really takes a full 40 minutes or close to compete with them. We have yet to see what it will take to dethrone them in the FCS. Coach Fabian Rodriguez, mastermind behind the Olay program, giving his players instructions. They are missing Lito Esquivel tonight. We've seen him, a veteran and captain of the team. They're without him tonight. They've been without Sammy Esquivel as well all season after knee injury last summer. Now after the timeout, here is the free kick from Lansing. Kleppel off the wall and out for a kick-in. Fisher, turn, strike, blocked inside the arc. I believe that was Marcos Real, number 8. Chris Spain battling for it. Did he keep it in? No, he didn't. So it'll be an Olay kick in deep in their own territory. Last time against Olay, Jack Fisher had a hat trick. He's the league leader in goals, at least at the end of the regular season. Alex Mendez was close by, and he had 2 or 3 last night. Here's trouble for Olay. Espinal gets taken out. No call. Unbelievable. We're going to have a video review challenge by Lansing City. So the referees will confer. If you're new to video support in the FCS, each team does get a challenge in each half. Lansing City will use theirs here. Let's see what we can find out here. Espinal taking it down. And the jersey pull right there from De Leon. I think that's what Lansing City is challenging. See the second angle of it. There is the pull, clearly off balance on the 1v keeper opportunity. So the officials will confer with the video support that is in a remote position. Both teams will await the decision. This is likely what the VSO is going to be looking at. That jersey pull from Espinal, or against Espinal by Daniel De Leon, and De Leon is already on a yellow. This would likely result in a second yellow if it is deemed that that contact was enough. It appears, from what I can tell, that that would be a foul, but is it perhaps a question of what is challengeable? I know that has been a factor as well in the past. We will await the decision from the remote video support official. Here is a reminder on what video support looks like. Each team receives one unsuccessful challenge. Basically what that means is you can challenge something. If you get it right, you can keep the challenge. If you don't, you lose it. So Lansing City enters in a challenge here. The video evidence must be clear and conclusive to overturn a call. And there's some other duties of the VSO that you can see there on your screen. And behind that graphic, it's Alessandro Blanco who's warming up. Likely he'll see action tonight for Lansing City. So an extended timeout period here. The teams will take advantage of it to confer. So far in the stat sheet, we're at 10 shots for Lansing, 12 for Olay. Both have one shot on goal. JR Real and Cesar Layo both have 3 shots apiece. As we see the replay once again, the defensive effort from Espinal. That was the pull right there that the VSO is looking at. Could be a very big decision if this does go against Olay. And here is so foul. The decision is foul. Daniel De Leon gets his second caution. It is a red card. And De Leon will miss the remainder of this match, and if they make it to the finals, he will miss that one as well. So I believe this will result in Olay's second foul and a free kick at the spot of the foul. Introduction of video support this year has proved quite useful throughout the season. In this case, the challenge going in Lansing City's favor. Still some discussion from the officials, and with the off-site VSO viewing the camera angles in their studio, Unsure what the extra delay is here. The official did give a yellow already, the second yellow to De Leon and the red. But perhaps there was something seen. You know, to change that decision, or maybe it's something to do with the clock. Unsure, but I think the decision is going to be communicated now. So coach is being informed right now of the decision, and we'll get that relayed to you as quickly as possible. If you're enjoying the match tonight, be sure to tune into the third half every Thursday at 8 p.m. only here on the YouTube channel. We talk about all things in the FCS and what's going on. Our second to last show of the year will be this coming Thursday. We preview the final for the men, the women, and for the futures division. Only on the third half every Thursday at 8 p.m. There was a red card received from De Leon last year as well when he was a part of Midwest United. So Coach Fabian Rodriguez receiving the final information and decision from the VSO. We see some young fans in the arena. Great to see the fans here gathering for the semifinal. We'll have to see what the extended break here does to the flow of the game. We were about a quarter of the way through. It looks like we're just waiting on the official explaining the decision to head coach Fabian Rodriguez. Olay have not lost in FCS play yet. Clearly, Fabian Rodriguez has an issue with something here. Unsure what the discussion is about. When we took a look at the replay, it seemed pretty clear cut. A 1v keeper, jersey pull from De Leon. The foul happens. It's a second yellow, red card. So not sure what the extended discussion is about. Maybe we'll have more information of that at the half. Both teams eager to get back onto the court and get playing again. I believe no change in the decision. A second yellow for De Leon. Turns into a red, so Olay will play with just 3 court players for the next 2 minutes, or if Lansing City score, then they can put the next player back on, so they'll be at a disadvantage. You can see Frankie Mendoza clearly upset here. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul, and it'll be a free kick for Lansing City. Here's the whistle. Two in the wall. Kleppel's left foot, Mendoza with the save. Olay fans letting their support be known. Short-handed now for the next 2 minutes. Lansing City will go to work. Espinal, and he found it right away! 2 for Beto Espinal. Beto Espinal doubles the lead for Lansing City. You see that shot from Espinal and the celebration afterwards. So a 2-goal lead now for Lansing City. After that goal, Olay now at full strength with 4 court players. They find themselves down by a pair. A lot of game left though. Zavala, nice shot. Oh, he missed that far post. Not by very much. Zavala definitely a player to keep your eye on for Olay. Number 2 in white. We did not see him in the FCS last year, but he has been a great addition. As now here's a chance. The Faturorti misses the open net. TJ, the Faturorti misses it, and now a chance for Lansing on the other side. Saltzman was going back to Ahmed. Mendoza was beat. Wow, a missed empty net nearly turned into an empty net chance on the other end. Olay now with possession. Zavala going down the line. Tries to bring it across. He'll hit the outside of the net. Castaneda distributes, looks long. Martinez to the floor, no whistle. Couple looking down the line to Ahmed. Did he keep it in? He did. Ball right to Martinez. Martinez goes down. No whistle. The Faturorti. Oh, the ball inside Zavala just missed. I think we're going to have an accumulated foul here. I think it's just against Lansing. He signaled both ways, but I thought it was only against Lansing. We'll try to get confirmation on that. Would only make sense because there would not be advantage played if it was against Olay. A hard tackle, Martinez down, and a late whistle from the other side of the floor. Ahmed will receive a yellow card. This one is not a video support, but this is the replay they're looking at. Let's take another look as well. It looked like he got the ball and then got leg. Maybe what the officials saw on the far side was maybe his upper leg coming in. Definitely looked like he got the ball. But perhaps he came through on the other side. It was tough to see because that's kind of where the contact occurred. Nonetheless, it results in a shot, and David Saltzman 2 times keeps it out for Lansing City. So we are at 3 fouls for Olay and 5 for Lansing City. So the last couple of plays we had to figure out where we were at. But now it's Saltzman with a chance. He gets stopped by Fatu Ortiz. Intensity at its peak. Zavala's shot deflected out for a corner. If you were wondering what would happen to the intensity after the extended break from video support, I can tell you it has only increased in the last 2 minutes. Lansing City still with that 2-0 lead. Change for Olay. Martinez, Villarreal, Zavala, and Danny Diaz. Looks like Cesar Lyle's waiting for his chance to come on. Will be a kick-in for Lansing City right in front of the Olay bench. Shot advantage going to Olay. And Lansing City will turn it over. Kicking for Olay now. Mendoza out of net, providing an option. He'll receive it and use his touch. Pick from Diaz, gets it right from Alayo. The strike from Castaneda is out of his arc, can't get it with his hands. He had to slide. Now it's City out in transition, left foot from Ahmed, well wide of the net. Just under 7 to go. Feels like the semifinal has almost had everything. And we're not even under 5 minutes to go in the first. Great possession from Olay here. Able to bring their possession closer to the net. Couple steps up, wins it. Here's Espinal to the ground, no call. Olay looking for a diagonal, it's not there, Ahmed. Now Alayo goes down, no call. Diaz bumps Crispain off the ball, possession for Olay. J.R. Real. A shot blocked. Espinal. Stopped by Alayo. Olay with a 3v2. And the ball goes out of play. Very near opportunity for Olay right there in the 3v2. You can see a Cesar Alayo upset at the end of it. Lansing trying to go into halftime with their first lead in FCS play against Olay. 6 minutes to go. First half action here in the second FCS semifinal. Shoreline City advancing already yesterday on the 5-4 victory against Imperial. Olay on the attack. Ball kicked out of bounds by Lansing. Here's Vasquez going to J.R. Real. Timblo steps up. Did he win it? No. It'll be an Olay kick-in. Cesar Alayo working with Vasquez in the back. Diaz leaves it for Olay. Ahmed with him, stride for stride, but now J.R. Real has a chance, blocked at the top of the arc. Espinal looking for an outlet. Comes to Ahmed. Ahmed tries to go down the line. Be blocked by Danny Diaz. Kleppel goes down the line, can't quite keep it in. Lyle's going to get a card, I think, for encroaching on the kick-in. So another caution issued to Olay. I think they're calling it a handball, which would be foul number 4 against Olay. And that's what the yellow card was issued for. Down the line goes Kleppel. Fisher tries to put it inside. Alec Ganas into the game for the first time. He goes down, no call. Lansing City bench screaming at the officials, but they will not get a call there. Down goes Olay. He wants one. Nothing there. Olay puts it into play. It was a good one. Pablo Real looking up to the sky, knew that one probably should have been in the back of the net. Alec Ganas will head to the floor. Another foul against Olay, that's number 5. Both teams now with 5. Jack Fisher setting up. A free kick here. So both teams have reached the foul limit now. Couple shot blocked by the wall. Corner kick coming for Lansing. Inside, and it goes all the way through. Pablo Real looking to go down the line. Kleppel will poke it away. It'll be essentially a corner kick here for Olay. All the way back to Vasquez they go. Both teams need to be very smart with how aggressive they are on defense. Any more fouls will result in a second penalty for the opposing team. Space here. And an altercation on the court. It's going to be a direct red card for Pablo Real. He was tangled up with Alec Ganas, pleading his case. I think Alec Ganas is going to receive a yellow as well. He's receiving a talking to here from the official. Alec Ganas did receive a yellow as well. Let's take another look. .404 remaining. Another critical play here. Let's see what happened. The shot came. Ganas was tangled up. They both went down. Ganas had his arm wrapped, but so did, looks like Ganas dragged him down there. Wow. It looks like Ganas wrapped his arms around and brought Pablo Real to the ground. And it was Pablo Real who got issued the red. I think it was what happened right after that play that we just saw. So I think Ganas got the yellow for what we just saw right there. And we'll see if we have the replay from what came afterwards. There was no hesitation from the official to go to that back pocket. So here is extended replay, the shot, the tangle up. Ganas, I think the yellow card comes from right there. And then this is where Real coming in, his hands coming up in the head and neck area. I think that's what the official saw, and that's where the direct red came from. Take a closer look. Yeah, there's his hand coming up and going after Ganas. And that's what the red was for. So the second red card of the match against Olay. I think the discussion now might be, it's possible that, I don't know if Olay might be challenging this, or maybe the discussion is what it results in, because both were after the whistle, so do they count towards the accumulated count? Of course, that would be a big deal because both teams have 5 fouls, so it would be a second penalty received for whatever team committed the or received the foul, you could say. And again, this might be something initiated from VSO as well. The video support official can, I believe, verify things like red card infractions and possible violent conduct. Maybe they're looking at if the actions from Ganas were deserving of a red, as he hooked him there, kind of brought him to the ground. There was clear hand movement to the head and neck area from Pablo Real. I don't think there's any question there. So I believe we have a video support initiated by the VSO. Perhaps Ganas in danger of receiving a red as well. We got some youth fans behind one of the nets giving their cheers. Let's go City. The officials explaining the decision now. All right, so we received confirmation from the official that the VSO initiated on a red card. There's an automatic initiation of VSO to review it, and the red card was confirmed for violent conduct. The yellow card to Ganas was for unsportsmanlike behavior, and both were after the play, so neither count towards the official foul count. But Pablo Real will head to the locker room, and Olay will play with 3 for the next 2 minutes. Here's the corner for Olay. They're going to try to waste some time being a player down. They kept the ball in. Martinez wanted to draw the foul as well. Out of play, last touch by Lansing City. They got to get this clock down to 2:04 before they can bring another player in. That ball goes out for a restart from Castaneda. So another power play for Lansing City. Last time they scored very quickly. Saltzman in the corner facing a double, and it's going to be won by Olay. Great defensive effort there. They'll go into the corner again and try to waste some time. And Lansing City commits the foul. I believe that is number 6, and will be a second penalty for Olay. So the man advantage for Lansing City turns into a second penalty for Olay. They'll put the ball 10 meters out and threaten the clean sheet of Ethan Castaneda. Aaron Gomez will step up to take it. Castaneda off his line. 3:33 left to go. Not sure what we're waiting on here. Looking to the officials. Some discussion on the sideline. Fabian Rodriguez will take this opportunity to instruct Martinez. Whistle blows, here's the shot. Gomez. He puts it into the back of the net. 2-1. Olay cut into the lead on the penalty from 10 meters out, drawing the foul, and they score shorthanded. Going to the near post low, Castaneda not able to make the save. It was a really good placement from Gomez. So now with under 3.5 to go, the power play continues for Lansing. The shot from Ahmed goes high. If Olay are able to get out of this man down scenario, +1 goal, that would be truly incredible. Ball out for a keeper restart. 3:12 to go. To the back post, off the post. Ahmed misses that one. He had Mendoza beat. That would have been 3 for Lansing. You get the feeling that this is an opportunity that Lansing must convert on. And Olay will call a timeout. They've got just under a minute of time left to kill it. 2:04 is when they can send a player in. Wow. What a first half we've had, and we still have 3 minutes left. 2 red cards, a shorthanded goal. Wow. All right, play will restart. Olay still with 3 court players. Martinez will put it into play. Looking for the chip. It's won by Lansing City. Ganas finds space, rockets it, save from Mendoza. "50 seconds for Lansing to capitalize on this man advantage. Espinal, he scored the last one when they were in this position. Fisher to Kleppel. Strike blocked. 30 more seconds. Espinal is going to get doubled here. Olay will win it. Marcos loses it. They got 23 more seconds before they can put their 4th player back in. Fisher looking to the back post, saved. He will commit the foul and give Olay another second penalty and receive the caution. A silly play from Jack Fisher. And Olay could go plus 2 goals after being down a player. Of all the times you would expect a comeback not to occur, it would be when you are down. Aaron Gomez once again. Will he go in the same spot? Or will he go somewhere different? Castaneda well off his line. Will this be the tying goal before halftime? It's off the post! "11 more seconds of a player advantage for Lansing City. They can put a player in at 2:04, and they're going to get out of it. Plus 1 goal while being down a man for Olay, and narrowly missing the second off the post on that second penalty. Mendoza now up across half, and they will put 5 attackers into the offensive half and push for the equalizer. Lansing City in the diamond to the corner. Zavala back to Gomez. Tight pressure, they're able to recycle. Mendoza back to Olayo. 90 seconds to play in the first half. Zavala waits for it, he gets it. Goes down the line. He goes down, no call. Chris Bain has an open net. I don't think he recognized it. Now a 3v2 Zavala. Finding the back post, Aaron Gomez ties it up before halftime. The 2-goal lead vanishes in the final seconds of the first. Gomez with both of them. We see it again right here at the back post after Lansing City had an open goal opportunity. We see it right there. We are all square with 1:05 to go. We got 20 more minutes to play after this 1:05 goes off the clock. And Olay will commit a foul. That'll be their 6th. So they will give up a second penalty. Kleppel stands over it. a chance to. Bananas here. Kleppel made the save. My mic got unplugged right before it. Kleppel with the shot. Mendoza made the save. And then Lansing City commit their own foul. So it'll be a second penalty for Olay this half. They could take the lead. After Lansing City being ahead by 2, having a man advantage not once but twice. And Olay could head to the locker room up by 1. Cesar Alayo, save from Castaneda. Castaneda made the save. Under a minute to go. Kleppel will send it long. Still 30 seconds to play in this half. An attack still possible for each of these teams. Olay have it right now. 2-2, 20 seconds to play in the first. J.R. Real trying to go 1v1. Back to the outside, looking for Diaz. It's blocked before it gets to him. And with 7 seconds to play, now 5, Castaneda will send it long. He's got to get rid of it. Boot comes up in the air. Can Saltzman finish before time? I think zeros. I think it hit zeros first. If not, it is 3-2 to halftime for Lansing City. We can take a look at this replay. You can see the Jumbotron in the top left. 1 time. Wow, that was so close. Very difficult to tell. Wow, that was so close. And this one will be immediately reviewed by the VSO. Let's take a closer look at it. Final decision from VSO is no goal. You can see it slowed down. That's what it looked like originally to my eyes. And VSO confirms the clock expired before the ball crossed the line. 1 second. 0 right there, and it looks like the ball was not yet over. So 2-2 is how we head to halftime. Guys, we have another half to play after this. This is bananas. The semifinal in the FCS, number 2 to face Shoreline next week. Half number 2 coming your way right after this. Don't go anywhere. Hard. Lansing City were the first to strike. The goal from Espinal. He had both of their goals. A couple of red cards for Olay. Daniel De Leon. Pablo Real. Lansing City scored off of one of them. And the other power play, it was Olay who got the goal advantage. And then another one late ties it up. There was the first one from Gomez. And Olay were able to get one more after that. Second half action coming your way shortly. Don't go anywhere.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
Welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Ally Marketing, let's be friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. I'm here with Coach Fabian Rodriguez of Olay. Fabian, we were kind of joking as we walked over here. It feels like a whole game has elapsed. How did you guys recharge and get ready for the second half?
Just talking about the quality of our chances. I mean, I think improve. The goal is to improve the quality of our chances. A lot of wild shots in the first half. I think we're going to keep getting chances. I think if we improve in that area, we're going to score a few goals.
You guys found yourself down by a pair of goals, and then you brought it all the way back in an unlikely fashion when you were down a player. How did you guys make that happen?
I mean, I think it's just effort. The guys never dropped their heads, and they kept working. One way or another, we were able to make something happen. So just proud that we were able to finish strong and get a fresh start for the second half.
Well, you guys are at 2-2 all square now. You got 20 minutes between you and the finals. What's the message at halftime to get you guys there?
That's it, really. We made some silly mistakes with some easy goals, improving the quality of our chances. Different types of angles, different types of shots. That's the talk, and I think we're going to go out and do it.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time, Coach. I appreciate it. We're going to cut to a commercial break on the other side. Kickoff, don't go anywhere.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Ally Marketing, let's be friends.
Welcome back to Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Coach Matt Alishari, a wild first half. Feels like we played an entire game. What's the message to the boys in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we have to be disciplined. We have to come with intensity. We have to want the ball. We have to be locked in. We have to be intense. I mean, we can't be sloppy.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate it. Second half action coming up right now. It feels like we're in the finals, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a whole nother game next weekend and a whole nother half to play. We're going to have kickoff right after this ad break.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
Second half whistle. We are ready for the rest of this semifinal. Off the first touch, 8 seconds in, Jack Fisher, bar, down skis. I hope you caught your breath at the halftime break. Oh my goodness, the half volley bounce from Jack Fisher. The scoop took a deflection, chested, and in a spot that would be tough for any goalkeeper to save. And Lansing City pull ahead by 1. 8 seconds into half number 2. 3-2 Lansing City. Giveaway from Olay, and they will get it right back on the pass out of bounds. What a wild first half we had, and what a way to kick things off for the final 20. A trip to the finals on the line. A date with Shoreline City. Olay brought it back from 2 down already. And now they find themselves down a goal early here in the second. Alayo on the run. A shot goes over the bar, but not by much. Cesar Alayo's got 7 shots, 2 on goal. Ball to Saltzman at the pivot. Double comes. Loses it. 2v2 for Olay. Alayo right back inside. Castaneda missed it. Olay tie it up just over a minute later. Very surprising. Castaneda had it. It just bounced right off his hands. And these are the kinds of plays that Olay nearly always punish, as they do here. It was J.R. Real from inches away. And the lead erased once again. 3-3. Kleppel down the line, slide from Danny Diaz. Puts the ball into touch. Fisher tries to go into the corner. It's cleared away by Alayo. Haven't even had time to talk about how these teams each started. J.R. Real, Cesar Alayo, Johan Vasquez, Danny Diaz for Olay. For Lansing City, Chris Bain on the turn here. With him is Fisher, Kleppel, and Alessandro Blanco. First time we've really seen Blanco in this game. Kleppel, space, shot. Wants a deflection. Won't get it. Goalkeeper change for Olay as well. Number 24, Andres Montes in the Olay neon between the pipes. He's got that face mask protecting the nose that was broken right here in the second half. Back when these two teams met in November. Another one. Wow, almost an own goal. Castaneda couldn't collect. And Fisher's clearance bounced off of him. Lansing City escape, only giving up a corner. Off the corner, first time is off the mark for Marcos Real. Olay quickly win it, Gomez with the turn. Left foot, save from Castaneda. Fisher to the ground, and the whistle will blow against Cesar Martinez. First foul of the half for either team. Espinal onto the floor now with possession. Now Kleppel faced up by Gomez. Tries to get around him. Gomez kicks it out. City retains possession. Chris Bain off the kick in. Olay wants a hand. They won't get it. Zavala down the line. Chris Bain hustles back to kick it out of play. Olay now with possession. Zavala tried to go down the line for a second and goes backwards now. Now Martinez hands it off to Gomez. Cross court. Marcos Real, Gomez, Martinez, back to Gomez, good look, block from Espinal, right in front of Castaneda. Off the corner. Ball up in the air, Espinal will clear it. Here's a chance, Zavala, collision, and Castaneda ends up with it. Kleppel, a shot, save from Montez. And a rare mistake there on the pass out of bounds from Gomez, not on the same page with Zavala. Kleppel now, double comes, shot blocked. Transition opportunity, Ganas makes the stop, 3v2. Ahmed, just to keep her to beat. Montez with the save. It nearly bounced in after the deflection. Montez comes up big for Olay. Ganas with the stop there. Could have had Gomez out in transition. Speaking of transition, here come Olay. Down goes Martinez, no call. Zavala far side. His shot deflected out for a corner. 15:49 remaining. Off the corner, Diaz with the header. That's wide. Distribution, right to Olay. Numbers, back post, Kleppel keeps it from finding Diaz. That's one that Olay score on so readily. Again, inside, Diaz tries to backheel it. They want a handball, they won't get it. Castaneda has to get rid of it. Looking for Ganas in possession of Olay now. J.R. Real across half. Left foot nearly got through. Lansing City the other way, Fisher. Ganas back to Fisher, 1v keeper. Looked like he got pushed down in the back, but no call. I think we have a VSO initiated review of a potential handball inside the arc. That's my guess on the play that happened just moments ago. Little glitch there in the system as we try to get the replay for you. The fans have come out with enthusiasm in this second half. This could be a big call. It would result in a penalty kick, I believe, for Olay. So this is what video support. Oh, this was the, look, two hands in the back there. I don't know if this is the one that they were looking at, but it does look like a push there. There was no call on it. My understanding is that the video support initiation was for the potential handball inside the arc. That was the look at what just transpired. So here is the official call. And the confirmation comes, no handball. So play will continue. So play resumes, 3-3. 15-11 remaining. A spot in the finals to be decided. Shoreline City waiting. Who will they play in a week's time? Vasquez gets it in. Here's J.R. Real. Space, left foot, blocked. Backing down, looks for a turn. Lansing City is there. Olay will switch to the other side. Patient possession from Olay. Olayo, J.R. Real, Vasquez, and Danny Diaz looking for their first lead of the night. That one is deflected out. Olay will have a kick in right near their bench. Halftime score last time these teams met on November 15th. This was the game that was played here in the arena. It was 3-3, and tonight 2-2. A wild first half. Couple of red cards. VSO support with an extended break. And Olay capped it off with 2 unanswered goals. One while they were down a player. And then 2 quick goals by both sides. The first one within the first 7 seconds by Lansing, and then Olay responding about a minute later. That's where we're at, 3-3. Under 14 to go now. J.R. Real's got a 1v1. Goes back to Zavala, Saltzman with the slide. Zavala keeps it, comes across, Fisher's there, tries the outlet to Blanco, but it's out of his reach. Olay now in the back. This one goes across the net. TJ Faturotti was there, but it was out of his reach. Corner kick for Olay. Ball comes to Zavala first time. He boots it well over the bar. Castaneda's got to get rid of it. Finds Espinal short. Couple denied from going down the line. Scoop down the line, Timblow collects, back to goal, continues down. Ball out, last touched by Timblow. It will be a restart from Montez. Only 5 saves combined from the Olay goalkeepers tonight. 10 for Castaneda on the other side. Olay now with possession. Martinez now, faced up by Kleppel. Wants to go inside. Back to Gomez he goes. Possession from Olay the last couple of minutes. Looking for a point of attack. Shot. What a save from Castaneda. An excellent take from Cesar Martinez. When it came off his foot, I thought that nylon was going to shake. But Castaneda got a hand in there. Zavala now trying to get on that left foot. Blocked from Castaneda. Lansing City largely been on defense the last 2.5 minutes of game time. Zavala with the shot, it's blocked. See how much the ball has been in and around Lansing City's defending half. 7 corners for Olay and only 1 for Lansing this second half. Martinez stands over it, goes to Zavala, first time outside net. Nice idea from him. Castaneda looking for the pivot spot, stop before it gets to him. Gomez, slide tackle from Espinal, stops him in his tracks. Beto Espinal with 2 of Lansing City's goals. They both came in the first half. Lansing City will draw a foul here against Gomez. Gomez is going to get a yellow, potentially. So the second foul of the half, it goes against Olay. Results in a caution for Aaron Gomez. I believe that is his second yellow. Actually, no. I think that is not correct. It was not his second yellow. There is the current yellow cards, Gomez and Olay both on them. Of course, earlier on, De Leon already got 2, so he exited the game with a red, and Pablo Real, violent conduct red, put him in the locker room as well. Three Lansing City players standing over the ball. Saltzman is the lone one, hovering near the goal. Vasquez, Real, behind the wall, 2 men in it. And I think the officials hadn't blown the whistle. And I think what Kleppel is saying is the players that started running over the ball didn't touch the ball. So he didn't understand. Perhaps from the officials' eyes, it's the play begins when those players start to run up over the ball. Could understand the confusion that could come from the defensive end. And Ahmed nearly does it one more time. They both run over it. Kleppel to Ahmed, looking for a shot, blocked by Olay. Kleppel keeps it in the zone over the top, bouncing around, comes to the foot of Diaz, gets by Kleppel, and his shot nearly misses. A good idea, trying to place it high into the far post with Castaneda sliding out at them, but it goes wide. Lansing City now with possession. They've been defending for the last few minutes. Perhaps they can put together an offensive possession here. Saltzman faces the double. Down goes him and Vasquez. Did that shot go in? No. Wow. Was that as close as I thought it was? Ball comes out to Olayo. First time. Deflects over Castaneda. Ole Futsal take the lead for the first time tonight. He was calling for it. Diaz was picking Kleppel, creating a pathway. It deflected off of Diaz and over Castaneda. Olay 4, Lansing City 3. From starting down by 2 goals to getting a goal shorthanded, and now taking the lead with 11:25 to go. The Olay fans loving it. They brought their flag and everything. Ball into Crispane, a turn, save from Montez. A huge save. Crispane knows that was a really good chance, and he might not get another like it. Excellent turn from the pivot, number 19 of Lansing City. Nice looking play there as the ball will go into the stands. Diaz and Olay working together there. J.R. with a 1v1. He loves these situations. Now Olay inside Diaz, a turn, shot blocked at his foot. Olay chants from the crowd, making their presence known. Espinal steps in, and it's won by Olay. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Lansing. Diagonal, Gomez. Crispane, he'll give up the corner. Martinez subbing onto the floor for Olay. Gomez goes his way. J.R. far side, goes back to Martinez. Him, Vasquez, and J.R. keeping it here, now to Gomez, stepping from Crispane out of bounds. Olay with the advantage on shots this half and total shots as well. 54 altogether for Olay and only 28 for Lansing. You can see the shots of this half right there on your screen. Fisher enters the floor, Ahmed enters the floor. Ball will go to Fisher. Trying to leave it for Kleppel, it's not there. And Crispane gets back in time. Corner goes short for Olay. Crispane stops it. Gomez wanted it to go out, and Lansing City come away with it. Kleppel up the floor. Fisher tries to turn, and he goes down. No whistle out for an Olay kick-in. Little scoop into Gomez. Holds it up, is able to turn. Looks for Martinez. A nice ball to Faturorti. And a great defense from Jack Fisher. Infraction on the kick in from Olay. It'll be Lansing City ball right in front of their bench. Big man, Alec Ganas subs in. He'll provide length for Lansing City. Oh, a bad giveaway. And a great play from Castilla, but they're not out of it yet. The chip, Ahmed heads it away. 3v2 now for Olay. The shot, back post, TJ Faturorti capitalizes on the mistake. Olay go up by 2. They got out of it the first time, but the second time, he was all alone. And Olay take a commanding 5-3 lead with 9:22 remaining. Play resumes. Lansing City now find themselves down by 2. Ball into Ganas. Not there, he's tangled up. A 2v1, Fisher puts it away! The lead is 1! We see it one more time. Fisher took it himself. Great placement going over the shoulder. You saw Ganas and Martinez tangled up there and over the right shoulder of Montez. So Lansing City get one right back, and it's a 1-score game again. Okay, we're getting word that there was an accumulated foul against Olay during that sequence. They let play continue on. So it will be 3 fouls for Olay and none for Lansing City this half. 5-4, Olay with the 1-goal lead. Here in the second FCS semifinal. A 1-2, nice space. TJ Facciarocci screaming down the line. Back post, Danny Diaz can't get there. That's his spot too. We saw him score a goal back post, and he's done it over and over and over this year. Just couldn't quite match the pace of TJ Facciarocci. Ball will restart from Castaneda's hands. Discussion happening on all the way down the other end. I think it's some Pivo and Fixo play. Cesar Martinez and Trevor Crispain. The 2 there as Crispain will try to post up. Espinal brings it up to Kleppel, going down the line, blocked. Lansing City to kick it in, scoop down the line. Crispain tries to handle it, he's got it, turns, splits, keeps it. Back to Ahmed, and now Kleppel. Offensive possession for Lansing. Ahmed, left foot blocked. Ball inside, Espinal first time. Try to get it to Crispain. Now Olay possibly out on the counter. Lansing will slow them down, and Olay recycle. Cesar Martinez now. Shot blocked by the chest of Castaneda. Still inside the arc, again blocked by the Lansing City defense. Ahmed trying to get out, and the ball goes under Espinal's foot. Olay pressure earns them a corner. Lyle gets it short. Now Martinez. A shot deflected. It'll be another corner for Olay. Good. Off the corner, here's J.R. Real. Still got it at his foot. Gets it inside, and a foul. Was it inside the arc? No, it looks like it wasn't. That'll be the first foul against Lansing City this half. Discussion here from Olay, who's going to take it. See it right here. Getting by, and I think they were calling a med for it. I think they got him for the hold there is what the official saw. Now here's the whistle. Top of the arc. It gets by Danny Diaz. Who else at the back post? The lead is 2 once again for the Grand Rapids Red. Came to JR and it deflected. Diaz hanging out at that back post. No one with him and the ball got through. He scores an easy one. Olay fans loving it. Goals for Danny Diaz. I believe he actually has 2 tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm making that up. Only 1 on the stat sheet from him. Couple now to put it in. Lansing City down by 2. They were able to get one of those back the last time they were down by 2. How quickly can they do it? If they can this time. They'll leave it for Fisher. Inside, Blanco, a turn, toe poke, not there. Kleppel's shot, blocked. Castaneda comes out, and he'll send it into the corner. Restart coming from Montez. Wow, that one looked like it was gonna go deflected right into the goal, but wide on the pressure from Fisher. What a touch from Danny Diaz on the ball from Montez. Another great opportunity. Olay can't finish. Olay are threatening some really good chances. Lansing City need an answer quickly. They've given up some easy ones recently. Lots of possession for Olay in the attacking half. These last 5 minutes of game time. Fisher steps up. Ball out of bounds, last touch by him. 3 lead changes tonight. 2 is the largest margin for either team, and both teams had it as well. As this one comes long, it's a good opportunity. Castaneda makes a critical save. Zavala still with it. Fattiroti to the far post. We'll go backwards to J.R. Real. Trying to find space. Diagonal finds Fattiroti. Now back to Vasquez. Recycle. Under 6 to go. If things stay as is, it will be Olay versus Shoreline in the finals next Saturday. Olay content to possess as the clock is on their side. They're in no rush. Lansing City stepping up in defense now. Now an opportunity for Olay. Ball inside, deflected. Fisher, Kleppel, and they get it out. Fisher tries to keep it in with a header. Nearly into the third official. He had to do a nice hop step to get out of the way. Nearing the 5-minute mark. Reminder that we will have the women's play-in game tonight. Right after this game, it was scheduled for 9:15, but clearly we're not gonna meet that kickoff time. Lansing City with a break. Fisher sends it over the bar. He tried to go high. Olay with possession now. They'll probably try to draw Lansing City out. A pick from Afaturorti. Gets space for Martinez. Zavala. His shot goes wide. Last touch by Lansing. Corner kick coming from Olay. Lansing want to tie this. They got to go quickly. There's 4.5 to go. Faturorti happy to keep it. This one could be given away, but Olay come away with it. Espinal pressing. Zavala now. Space inside. Blanco's coming back, takes him out. And this will be a foul and a card against Lansing City. Alessandro Blanco, the one who will receive it. Free kick for Olay now. They've got the 2-goal advantage. All the pressure on Lansing City right now. One time these two teams were tied earlier this year at half. Olay came out on top by this exact scoreline. Martinez stands over at 2 in the wall for Lansing. A shot goes well wide for Martinez. And Lansing City will call their timeout with 3:55 remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, take a breath. This final 3:55 will determine who faces Shoreline next Saturday in the finals. Crowd getting into it here in the Lansing City Arena as the teams discuss what their final strategy will be. Just a reminder of what's to come right after this match. Lansing City and Olay women's will have the play-in match to see who gets the right to face Chicago House in the women's final next week. That'll be shortly following the conclusion of this match. But for now, Lansing City fighting to stay alive in a game that they have led by 2, as many as 2. They had a lead in the first half. They also had 2 opportunities with a man advantage after Olay red cards. Play resumes now. Olay steals it. Olay content to possess. Looking to draw Lansing City out and create some space behind. Martinez will let this one out over the sideline. Martinez looking for a long one. It's off him. And out for an Olay kick-in, deep in their own corner. Martinez going up, looking for Facciaroti. Can't connect. Ball to Kleppel. Turns. Pressure from behind. Inside, Ganas. A shot from Ahmed. He mishits it. A good play from Lansing. Ahmed clearly frustrated. Olay now. Only 3 minutes separate them from an opportunity at going back-to-back in the FCS. Alayo, a burst of speed, blocked by Ganas. Lansing City have struggled in the last several minutes to get the ball at their feet. They have it here, but the Olay pressure keeps it from going. Castaneda sends it in. Off. Here is Kleppel. Finds Espinal. Ball into play. Now it's Alayo. This one will go all the way back to Castaneda and out of play. Here's a chance for Lansing City, bouncing around. Blanco can't quite put it on frame. Montez puts it into play. And this one goes out of bounds. Here's Vasquez down the line. Danny Diaz keeping it. Blocked by Castaneda, out for a corner. Olay doing a very good job at letting this time tick off the clock. Amassed quite a lot of corners in this half. Alayo going over Timblo. Timblo is able to keep it out. There'll be a corner for Olay. They go short. Tangle of bodies in there. And a foul against Olay. Wait, no, is this one going against Lansing? This one's going against Lansing. Everybody thought it was going the other way. We see that one more time. So here is the free kick off the wall. Ganas hit to the ground and he will receive a whistle. Olay with their fourth foul. Here is Kleppel, 1:20 to go. They need two. Slide from Diaz, puts it out of play. Lansing City will need something very quickly if they are to have an opportunity to tie this one back up. That one's given away. Back to Lansing. Kleppel, shot, turned aside by Montez. Blanco to put it in for Lansing. Inside looking for Espinal, and it's out of bounds over the end line. Montez going long, collision in the middle of the floor. No call. Under a minute to play now. Lansing City win it. Blanco, stolen by Olay. Back into their own half of the court. Under 50 seconds to go. Olay are this close to punching their ticket to the finals and meeting up with Shoreline in a week's time. Shot from Diaz blocked, out of bounds. 31 seconds on the clock. And unless something absolutely wild happens, Olay will get win number 27 in a row as Olay sends this one into the safety net. My, oh my, what a game this has been tonight. Kleppel trying to go into the corner, blocked away by Facciorti. 21 seconds on the clock. Olay chants coming from the crowd. The flag waving. They had to overcome 2 red cards, 2 times being down a player. They were down by 2 and down by 1 in the second half. They took their first lead. Over halfway into the second half. And it has been enough for the Grand Rapids Red to have an opportunity to go back to back. The celebration begins on the bench. They will have a rematch with Shoreline in a week's time. Lansing City still pressing. Shot from Fisher blocked. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ole Futsal will be heading to the FCS Finals a week from today. And the fans clearly excited. Or rather, I don't know if you would say gentle finish, but that last 5 minutes or so, Olay just content to really possess the ball, draw Lansing City out. Not a lot of chances coming from Lansing to try to even out this score line, and what has been one of the best matches we have seen in the Futsal Champions Series comes to a close. 4 zeros on the clock, and Olay 6, Lansing City 4. Pod Escape Room post-game coverage coming up shortly. We'll have some interviews with the winning team. They're celebrating with their fans right now. They're coming over to thank their fans on both sides of the floor. We see some highlights from that second half. Immediately starting it off, a goal from Jack Fisher to put Lansing City up by 1, and that was the last time that they led today. Barely a minute later, a mistake from Castaneda in the back leads to a goal. Olay even it out at 3 apiece. The Olay flag was waving. They went up by 1, a turn here. Spain had a chance, and Montez blocked it. We'll let this highlight reel run for a little bit longer, and at the end of it, we'll have a couple of interviews, so don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm courtside here with Caesar Olay of Ole Futsal. Caesar, you guys just punched your ticket to the finals for the second year in a row. How you feeling?
Feeling very good, proud of my team. You know, we put in a lot of work. We trust our coach and we trust each other. And you guys seen that. You know, you guys are used to seeing our. Sometimes there's in games where our walls against the back, and we always seem to overcome it because we believe in each other.
Yeah, you talking about backs against the wall. You guys were down by 2 for a lot of the game. You brought it back, and then the second half, go down early, you tie it again. What was the deciding factor that ultimately allowed you guys from start to finish to overcome that deficit?
I think just trusting in our style of play. You know, as you know, futsal is a very fast-paced game, and it's about momentum. And I think that we handled it pretty good. We knew that Lansing's a good team, you know, and they're gonna punch us sometimes in the gut, but it was on to us to see how we were going to respond back, and I think we responded back pretty well.
Awesome. Well, you guys got a date with Shoreline City in a week. How does it sound to play them in the finals?
I mean, I honestly think we wouldn't want it any other way, you know. They're a very good team. We know them, and hopefully we can give the fans a good game.
Awesome. Well, if it's anything like the game tonight, I think it's going to be great. I'm going to call your coach in. Why don't you stay here for a second? Coach, come on in. Coach Fabian Rodriguez, what can you tell me about the play of this man and what he's meant to you guys' team? I'll hand you the mic.
Well, I think there's one play that just says everything, not just as a player, but he showed up big time on that free kick play. I actually was calling something out. He already had it in mind already. He already knew what the plan was. He was able to improvise on the spot, and it was a game changer in the game for us. So I think all the credit to him for that.
Awesome. Thanks so much. I'll let you go, man. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys in a week. Coach, why don't you step in here? So you overcame backs against the wall. Second half, really, especially the last 10 minutes, you guys possessed, probably outpossessed probably 70% of that match. What allowed you guys to be able to have that handhold of the game in that final 10?
Well, I think once we went up in the score, and it was just different from the entire game before that. It kind of felt like we're getting chances in the first half and nothing was coming together. Players getting frustrated. But in the second half, once we went up, it was a different mindset. Now it was about us doing our thing that we normally do, try to keep the ball, try to make the other team chase, and just wait for a good moment to go forward, then run the clock and take advantage of that lead that we got.
Well, congratulations on making it to the final once again. You got an opportunity to go back-to-back. How does that sound?
Excited.
What do you think Shoreline's going to bring on the other side you guys will have to overcome next week?
Well, they have a lot of talented players, so it's going to be another great game.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Coach. We'll see you guys in a week's time. That concludes our coverage tonight of the FCS Semifinal number 2. It'll be Shoreline City versus Olay in a week's time for the trophy. In just a few minutes, we got the women's play-in match. That's who's warming up behind me, so stay tuned. It'll be a different YouTube link, so make sure you check that out. But for now, I'm Jared Kleppel, signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And from all of us here at the FCS Live production team, we'll see you guys next time.